Today, I will take you to the coastal town of Pula, with its Roman ruins, 17th century Venetian fortress, and tunnel shelters from both world wars. We'll end the day jumping off cliffs at Cape Kamenjak. Join me as I continue exploring the beautiful country of Croatia. We arrived in Pula and parked by the Roman amphitheater, built by Augustus in 30 BC and completed by Emperor Vespasian in 79 AD for gladiator battles. The arena was constructed using local limestone and could seat around 23,000 spectators. Today, it's the 6th largest amphitheater of its kind. Inside, visitors can tour underground chambers that once held wild animals and prisoners. You can also visit a museum with Roman artifacts and an exhibit on olive oil production. The arena now seats 5,000 people and hosts various events like concerts, plays, ballet, and the annual film festival. We couldn't go inside as it had just closed for a sound check for an Imagine Dragons concert. We strolled through the streets, taking a break for lunch at a pizzeria before making our way to Forum Square. Pula is renowned for its ancient Roman landmarks, and the Temple of Augustus is one of them. Completed in 14 AD, it was once one of 2 identical temples that stood at the front of the Roman Forum. Unfortunately, its twin did not survive, and during World War II, a bomb destroyed the existing temple. However, it has since been reconstructed and now features a small archaeological exhibit. Located halfway between Forum Square and the medieval fortress on the hill is the church and monastery of St. Francis. It is dedicated to St. Francis of Assisi and was built in 1314 AD. Inside the church, behind the altar, you can find a gilded altarpiece from the 15th century. As you explore the monastery cloisters, you will encounter many exhibits from the Imperial Roman era. One of the most fascinating artifacts is a Roman mosaic set in the floor of the Gothic chamber. This mosaic features a swastika, an ancient symbol hijacked by the Nazis, and a hippocampus, a mythical horse with the tail of a fish. Climbing up some very steep stairs, we reached the Pula fortress. The entrance fee was €6 for an adult, but we paid €14 for a family ticket. The Historical and Maritime Museum of Istria is located inside the fortress and showcases the region's maritime history. This centralized hill has been fortified since ancient times. The current fortress, a star-shaped structure with 4 bastions, was constructed by the Venetians in the 1630s and built on top of the ruins of the Roman capital. The views alone were well worth the trip to the top. We took an elevator down to reach an underground shelter that had 2 levels of tunnels. The first level, known as the Mezzani, was built by the Austro-Hungarian authorities between 1913 and 1915. It contained munition depots and communication corridors and was designed to protect the townspeople in case of airstrikes on the city. The Mezzani has an L-shaped corridor and once had a storeroom, kitchen, and an auxiliary prison. After exploring the Mezzani, we proceeded to level 0, also known as the Zerostrasse. which was built between World War I and World War II. The Zerostrasse is comprised of 4 700-meter corridors that intersect at the center, forming an oddly shaped area. The corridors extend to 4 entrances on different sides of the hill. We chose one of the tunnels and exited onto the busy streets. On our way back to the car, we passed a line of people waiting for the Imagine Dragons concert to start in the arena. We left Pula and drove for about 35 minutes to Kamenjak National Park, located at the southern tip of the Istrian Peninsula. We paid a fee of 14 euros for the park entrance. Be sure to keep your ticket because you will need it to exit the park. It was almost 6:30 p.m. and a long line of cars were leaving the park, which worked out well for us. After parking, we wandered around an old Austro-Hungarian bunker before walking down to the cliffs.
Don't die. My turn. You dead? Alright. Don't so hard now.
There you go. Oh, now I gotta do it.
This was by far my favorite part of the trip.
Go!
After spending a few hours at the cliffs, we walked to the famous Safari Beach Bar. Paths meandered through walls and ceilings made of bamboo and dense vegetation, creating nooks for tables and benches. Throughout the bar, there were merry-go-rounds, jungle slides, tubes, and a giant swing. One of many paths took us down for a view of the sea and rocks. It got dark quickly, which made the atmosphere so much better. Join me in my next video as we visit the medieval town of Moravun and Hum, the smallest town in the world. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching!